company code. Let's see the definition. When we configure business entities in the system, we define a legal entity as a company code. SAP defines a company code as smallest organizational unit of external accounting for which a complete self-contained set of accounts can be created. For example, balance sheet and profit and loss statement. This is possible simply because all business transactions in financial accounting are entered, saved, and evaluated at company code level. A company code is the most basic organizational unit for financial accounting in the system. We cannot implement the FI component without defining a company code. We can create as many company codes in a single client as needed. Now, when we create a company code in the system, what are the steps that are needed? Step number 1. Create or copy an existing company code. When we decide to create a company code, we have two options to create a company code. Whether to create from scratch or copy from an existing company code. Normally, the company codes are created by copying from existing company codes. There are two scenarios in this step. The first one is copy from SAP provided sample company code or copy from existing real company code. In the first case, if we are creating the first company code in the system, we can use SAP sample company code. And in case if we already have a real company code, we can use the real company code to copy as a reference to copy a new company code. After we have copied the company code, we have to adjust the basic data because company code will copy everything as it is from the reference company code. The third step is to adjust the global parameters. We will have a look at the global parameters and the settings available in it shortly. To copy a company code, either we can use the IMG path or we can use the transaction code OX02. This copies the basic data, global parameters, and customizing settings. And optionally, we can choose to copy GL accounts and account determination, assignment to the controlling area, defined local currency. Since these settings may or may not be same for the new company code. For example, the local currency of the company may be different than the reference company code. For example, if we have an existing company code in the USA and now we are creating a new company code in the UK, then the currency will be different. So in this case, SAP is well designed to guide us. By this you can understand the design of SAP. Once we have copied the company code, in step 2 we can adjust the basic data, and in step 3 we can adjust the global parameters. Let's look at the important basic settings in global parameters. This is the operating chart of accounts. Once we define the operating chart of account, we assign the operating chart of accounts in the global parameters of the company code. Country chart of accounts contains the country-specific account numbers and names. Company is used for consolidation purposes. Fiscal year variant contains number of posting periods and the start and end dates of each period. This setting is used to ensure transaction data is not reset or deleted. In SAP, there is a transaction to reset or delete the transaction data. Field status variant groups several field status groups together, which control the field statuses, whether the field should be hidden, display, required, or optional. Posting period variant is used to open, close posting periods. It is easy to handle companies with a common period control. Let us have a demo. To create a company code, I can go to transaction OX02 or I can go to SPRO, SAP reference IMG, enterprise structure, definition, financial accounting, edit, copy, delete, company code. Execute. And there are two options, copy and then edit. So we'll first copy it, then we'll go for editing. Select copy organization object. Before copying, you need to make sure that you have a reference company code. Reference company code is the one you're using as a reference to copy and create a new company code. In our example, I'll use 1710 to create our new company code. We can give 4-digit code for company code. It can be numeric or alphanumeric. Continue. Now it will give me several messages like this to decide what all settings I want to copy and what all settings I don't want to copy. In this case, it's asking me if I want to copy the GL accounts and chart of account. So in our case, I want to create a new chart of account and a list of new GL accounts. So in this case, I'll select no. Now it says controlling area is assigned to the reference company code. So I'll be creating a new controlling area and I'll assign it to our new company code. So I'll say no. The reference company code has a local currency USD. So I want to keep the local currency of the company as USD. So I'll say I don't want to change. It may give some error messages. If you want to know what this error message is all about, you can go to help. It says some of the data was deleted and some of the data was not copied. The assignment to controlling area was not copied because I selected not to do so. And some information was deleted. So we can go to global parameters to check and update the settings as needed. Continue. Continue. I don't want to transport the number ranges from the reference company code. I will create my own new number ranges. No. Now it is prompting me to enter a transport request. I can create a new transport request here, but in the real business scenario, you have to create the transport request in Solution Manager. So I'll select my transport request once that request is created from the list and then continue. Now SAP is ready to copy the company code. Click on copy. Continue. We have created company code A001 by copying it from 1710. Continue. Now let us go back and edit the company code basic data. In step 2, click on position, type company code, select the company code. Since we have copied from 1710, the description is also copied. So we'll change the description as ABCUS. I want to keep the rest of the details as it is and go to address and change the name of the company code ABCUS. I'll keep the address as it is, but I want to delete the email address. Continue and save. Continue. Let us move on to step number 3. To check and update the global parameters, we can use the code OBY6, or we can go to SPRO SAP reference IMG, financial accounting global settings, global parameters for company code, enter global parameters, position, company code A001, select the company code. So it has also copied the global parameters. It has also copied the chart of accounts from the reference company code. I don't want to use this chart of account. I'll delete it. I don't have a country chart of account. I'll delete the credit controlling area. Fiscal year variant is K4. I'll just keep it as it is. We'll see it after we create the fiscal year variant. Field status variant is 0010. I'll create my own fiscal year variant, so I'll delete it. Posting period variant is 1710. I'll create my own. I'll delete that as well. I'll remove these settings. And that's it. Now save. Save. We are done creating a new company code by copying from a reference company code.